Go time.
All right, welcome back to the Heard That podcast. Today, alongside me, we have the co-host, and then we have the other co-host,
Stitch is a necessary co-host.
Halloween Stitch, holding the rock.
Spooky Stitch does the job.
In honor of the Super Bowl, we figured we'd give him the rock. Unlike the Seahawks giving Marshawn the rock on the 1 yard line. So, with that being said, we're gonna roll right into the Super Bowl. I have lost my phone, apparently. There it is. So, obviously, we got the Chiefs and the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I want to pull up betting lines for the Super Bowl because I don't think I've looked at them yet this week. But, yeah, overall, I think the Chiefs probably will walk out of their winners, but I'm sure everyone in America wants the Eagles to walk out of their winners. So, yeah, pretty solid spread here at -1 for the Chiefs.
Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of rooting for the Chiefs to win 3 because they're already there. Might as well do the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, did I want them to get there previously? No. I wanted to see a new team get there. But at the end of the day, the Chiefs are in, so I like to see them get 3.
Yeah, 3-peat would be cool. I haven't seen one in my lifetime. You've had one in your lifetime, and it was the Lakers, and you were like 3.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I don't really count that because I don't care about basketball.
Yeah, so.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see the first ever 3-peat in NFL history. Just some basic betting lines here. We got Pat Mahomes, 253.5 passing yards as his stock prop. Jalen Hurts, 214.5. I would like to think he would go over that, to be honest. Rushing yard line for Saquon is at 112.5 to open it up. Kareem Hunt is at 42.5. Mahomes at 29.5 there. Goddard is, for some reason, having a rushing yard prop. They're acting like he's Mark Andrews.
I mean, he did get the ball a couple times last game. Like, he carried the ball like 2 or 3 times. So, I mean, rightfully so. What is it, 1 yard he's got to get? So, yeah. I'd take that over, actually.
Travis Kelce's catch line is at 5.5. And for the first time this season, Xavier Worthy's reception line is at 5.5 as well. So, definitely some interesting props there.
That's crazy.
AJ Brown's is at 5.5, which as of late is seemingly a bit high for him. Yeah. Hollywood Browns is 3.5. So yeah, definitely some interesting lines to go over. The total score line is 48.5 for that game. I'd probably take the over on that as well. Yeah, overall, not an exciting Super Bowl.
No,
really, because we've seen it.
We just saw this kind of recently. I mean, and at the end of the day, the only thing that's changed for the Eagles is Saquon Barkley, and that rushing game has gotten a lot better. And the Chiefs are still the same old Chiefs, really. I mean, they got speedy weapons. They got some veteran guys that just know what's up. And they've done it before. So they're really the team to dethrone out there. So the Eagles are going to have to play their ass off to get a good win. So
yeah, absolutely. Like I said, just not interesting to me really at all. I'll watch it still. It's still the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's the last football game until this next season.
Until August.
We're gonna be months out without football. Obviously, you got the draft, you got combine, you got other stuff.
We do have the UFL, which I will gladly take a look into UFL.
I'm gonna start watching because I would like to see the San Antonio Brahmas do something.
I definitely,
especially because it was the XFL and the UFL combining. So at the end of the day, it's got to be some sort of talent. It's not great talent by any means. It's not NFL standard, but they do take a couple players from there to play. So I mean,
yeah, it's a lot of older NFL practice squad guys who just have sucked ass and they just want to play somewhere.
Or some of it is younger undrafted guys that are just looking to get a spot on a practice squad or a spot on a roster at all.
They're getting paid absolutely nothing pretty much.
A lot of the quarterbacks there are kind of old-timey veterans that
like Ben DiNucci,
AJ McCarron, guys like that. So
so we'll definitely, I think, be watching some of that.
I think that'll be a fun time.
We'll have some spring college football news if that really equates to much, but yeah, football pretty much done after this week though.
So this is the last big week of football,
and then we got off season. We'll have a lot to talk about for free agents. Draft, like you said. But
Also, Virginia McCaskey died.
Yeah.
So at 102, which is crazy to
Yeah.
live till that much.
That's a while to live for
Yep.
sure. The team could be potentially sold partially, but her son, I believe it is our
son owns it still.
still our owner. So probably won't get sold.
It all depends.
But
we'll see. I mean, if it gets into different hands, we might be a better team. But
Yeah,
we'll
you would hope. Anyway,
anyways,
we got some
briefly
new,
go past that.
Yeah, we got some new MLB The Show news. Last week we talked about the cover athletes, the three-way cover athlete, whatever.
First cover with multiple athletes on it.
Yeah,
so that was cool for MLB The Show wise.
We just saw the first official trailer. Some pretty exciting stuff in the trailer.
So at the end of the day, biggest Diamond Dynasty news I feel like was the fact that they're gonna have their version of Weekend League.
Yeah.
Which is
the Weekend Classic.
Yeah, which is like a competitive version of MLB The Show. Not that like ranked isn't competitive, but ranked is kind of just the public, like everyone plays it.
Yeah, and you get like 30 days to do it.
Yeah.
Weekend League is gonna have like a separate reward path for the weekend.
And I guess the other biggest news would be the Manny Ramirez news and the
Roger Clemens.
Yeah. News. So some good new legends, and I think it only goes up from here. Honestly, like those are two big names that people have been requesting to get an MLB The Show for a long time.
Yeah.
And I can only foresee us getting like some other really cool legends. I think now's where you start to tap into the 2010s era of legends.
I want to check this out. I think on their Instagram I saw that they were doing a legend reveal on March 10th. It might have been. Let me look real quick.
Okay.
So there's going to be more.
Game comes out March 18th.
Yeah, March 14th, I think, for pre-order.
And then March 18th.
You can pre-order now already.
Yeah.
Let me see the schedule here.
So, needless to say, it is going to be a really good time on Diamond Dynasty this year.
The 11th is, what day is it today? Today is the 6th. So in 5 days, we're getting a feature deep dive at gameplay, feature premiere at gameplay 2 days later. Nothing really big here until the 4th. We get the feature deep dive into Diamond Dynasty, and then we get the ratings reveal.
So I think the biggest thing that I've seen in the like kind of little clips that I've seen posted is that we're getting a home run robbery meter now. So I hope it's not super easy to rob home runs, low key, because like it's tough to rob homers. So like it should be kind of tough to do it. I feel like these past like 5 years, it's been impossible to.
I've tightened it up decently this year.
You get lucky when you do it. It feels like, but that's a big deal. And then they're having it with base running where you swipe. You have like a analog swipe where you can swipe to get around the base, swim move.
Yeah, better than it has been, because you could always like slide to the right or left side outside or inside
every time.
But there hasn't been like moves to do it, you know.
So
So
that'll be good.
Definitely gonna be cool.
And then
we got Road to the Show.
That's the biggest news. I
which
feel like
looked really interesting. There's a high school aspect, which I'm not sure entirely how that will work. They have the deep dive on that on February 18th, so I'll probably watch that.
We'll definitely be tuning in to all this.
But yeah, not fully sure how that works yet for the high school aspect. I don't know if you'll just be able to make high school.
I think you'll start in high school and then progressively get through
or they'll send you
to college and then low leagues and whatever else. Yeah. So I'm very excited. This might be the first time I've ever played Road to the Show, just because it's kind of, I played it very early on, and I feel like right now is going to be the first time that I've been enticed to play since.
Yeah, they're adding metal bats for high school and college.
Yeah.
I think they're going to take you through rookie ball and then AA. I'd imagine with these steps, however, I imagine you'll probably end up getting to the MLB a lot quicker than you have in years past, because pretty much no matter how you've done in years past in Road to the Show, it usually takes at least a full season almost to get called up to the MLB. So it'll probably, I think, be a little more realistic that way. But overall, yeah, definitely exciting there.
I'm definitely excited. And then some bigger MLB news came out this week.
Yeah.
Not MLB The Show news, just MLB news.
Yeah. Earlier in the week, Max Scherzer signed with the Blue Jays.
I think it's only a 1-year deal, but like could be very good for the Blue Jays. They've kind of missed out on all the major grabs other than they got Santander, but like
Yeah, it's a 1 year, $15.5 million contract.
so yeah, it's
For sure,
it's
too.
kind of like Scherzer's kind of at the end of his path. He's getting whatever deals he can at the end of his career, and I think he's still a viable pitcher. Like he's getting it done. Maybe not as explosive of a rate as he once was, but like he's still a solid pitcher in the MLB.
The biggest thing for him is going to be staying completely healthy for a full season here.
I mean,
with
yes,
the Blue Jays.
his health's declined since his national days.
And I think that's why he got as little of a contract as he did, because they understand he's 41 but in July. He's 40 right now. But they just understand that his health isn't where it used to be, and they understand they probably won't get 30 starts out of him anymore.
And I think, like, you can't talk about Max Scherzer without talking about his other counterpart in Justin Verlander.
Yeah. Justin
Verlander signed with the Giants. I think it's also a good 1 or 2 year prove it deal. Like I feel like Justin Verlander for the Giants just made sense.
Yeah, 1 year, $15 million deal.
So
for the Giants. I'm a big Giants fan right now because they have Matt Chapman. He's my favorite player.
And Willie Adonis.
Yeah, so I like to see them get some guys to make that team competitive.
Yeah, no, I think that Giants team is trying to be competitive, but like they're also going against the big bad Dodgers.
Yeah, they have a decent minor league system as well, so I'm curious to see how their season will look in terms of calling up prospects this year. But yeah, it's just nice to see them trying to get better, and hopefully we'll see Matt Chapman in the playoffs again.
And then Pete Alonso signed a 2-year deal to come back to the Mets. Was a decent amount less than what he was asking for. So
2 years, $54 million with the Mets. It has a 1 year opt out, so he could be done. It's $30 million for this year, and then $24 million for the year after that, which I believe they offered him around $64 million right away. So it's about $10 million less than what they offered him, and he said no to at the end of the season.
I mean, that's the risk you take though when you want to shop your price and see what your price is. And the Mets are going to find you way more valuable than any other team is because they have that history with you. So honestly, that was a dumb move. I feel like on Pete Alonso's part. The first baseman market is just tanked in comparison to what it used to be.
Yeah,
and
especially when you're Pete Alonso, you had an okay season last year. You had two. You hit 240.
The thing you're building off of is that playoff home run.
And just his playoff run in general. He did really well in the playoffs. The whole postseason he did well, but a 240 average isn't worth what he thought he was going to end up getting. I think he was looking for like 35 plus per year in a longer term deal, obviously, than 2 years.
His home run numbers have kind of slipped up a little bit.
They were 34 last year.
Like a little bit. So he's not hitting the ball for as much power all the time as he was.
He's already 30. He won't be turning 31 this season, however, but he's already 30. So at him asking for like a 5+ year deal coming off of a 240 season, it's just kind of a bit unrealistic, and they just gave him a 2-year deal.
Well, if you want to hear about an unrealistic deal, Alex Bregman's looking for a 6 to 7 year deal still,
which is crazy.
He's unwilling to take a 2 or 3 year deal, said by his agent. So, I found that crazy.
Low key crazy coming off of a 260 season. He's still an elite defender.
Yes, I'm not taking that away from him.
He's like a step below Gold Glove every year. He's usually like a finalist.
How old is he?
He's only 30. He'll turn 31 in March.
A 6 or 7 year deal for that.
Yeah,
it's not worth it to teams when you got younger guys out there.
Yeah,
like the league's moving younger, not older.
It's definitely, I don't know, interesting that Bregman's still out there for free agency.
I think it is because he's looking for such a long-term deal, honestly.
Yeah, but if I was like a GM, I'd be like, all right, we'll give you the long-term deal, but the end of your deal is just going to be fucking no money, so we can just cut you and not care.
Yeah,
that'd be where I'm at, but I get it, kind of. But, yeah, still some decent looming free agents, I believe.
I think Bregman's the top dog of the free agency market right now.
What am I looking at right now? I'm trying to find who's still remaining. Yeah, Travis Darno. Oh, no, he already signed November 12th. Okay. Google sucks, apparently, when I'm looking up available MLB free agents. This is stupid. So
anyways, Alex Bregman's probably the top dog, and then everyone else is okay at that
yeah,
point.
you got Mark Canha still out there.
He was a good bench bat for the Brewers and like had a good DH run for the Brewers.
Joe Kelly's still out there. Justin Turner and Rizzo. Rizzo is another interesting option. He only hit 228 last year with 8 tanks, but I feel like he also didn't play much last year.
I heard honestly that no team was showing interest
or
in him or the other.
Verdugo.
Yeah. So, like, for no teams to be putting any interest in them, and they were just starting in the World Series a couple days ago.
Kershaw is still out there. Everyone knows if he pitches again, it will be with the Dodgers.
It will be a 1-year deal with the Dodgers at this
for
point.
pretty much no money. So, it's kind of interesting that they haven't signed him already. Lance Lynn is still out there, coming off of a pretty decent season, a 3.84 ERA, 117 innings that he pitched. So, not many, but still viable option. Quintana is still out there. He pitched really well for the Mets in the playoffs. Who else?
I feel like honestly most of the big names have gotten taken.
Most of the big names are off the board.
The last one really at the end of the day is
Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
And the other guys will probably find a contract in like middle of March and show up to spring training.
Yeah. So
after that, I believe
we have the NBA trades.
A ton of NBA trades. Not that either of us really care about the NBA, but
I guess we can talk about the most relevant one to us.
Yeah,
and that is
the Bucks trade.
The
Bucks trading Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, and a future pick swap, whatever, in exchange for Kyle Kuzma and Patrick Baldwin, who they've already traded away.
They recently just traded him away.
It sucks to see Chris Middleton go. He was my favorite player pretty much the whole time in Milwaukee. 12 seasons he's been in Milwaukee, and now we send him to an absolute shithole of a franchise who's 8-41 right now.
I mean, it's tough to see where we shipped him. That's the thanks he kind of gets for winning us a championship.
12 years, balling out for us on
no
the
biggie.
Ring.
But honestly, I think the deal isn't going to make us a ton better. I think it's going to help us most in our defensive area.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, they kind of score the same. So
yeah, it's
a slight upgrade at defense. Honestly.
It's definitely, I think, an upgrade on defense. But I think the chemistry is just going to be weird for a while. Middleton's been playing with Giannis pretty much since they both broke into the league.
Yeah, I saw something that they were both the lowest overall on the Bucks team in 2K15.
Yeah,
they were both rocking it out.
Yeah,
for a while.
Yeah,
together. So
I believe Middleton came in 2013, and Giannis. I think they were both 2013.
So
they literally might have been first and second round picks. I don't know the complete history. But yeah, 12 years for Middleton, Milwaukee, and we send him to Washington of all places.
It's tough to see for him.
Patrick Baldwin, it was thought to be cool that he was coming back home to Milwaukee, and we already ship him out.
Deuces.
Then today, a little while ago, we traded Marjan Beauchamp and a future pick of some sort in exchange for Kevin Porter Jr., who we drafted, and then he dropped 50 on us when he was with Houston, and now he's back in Milwaukee for a reunion. A defensive big man, much better than what Brook Lopez is able to provide at this point defensively, but he won't start by any means, but he'll be a really good rotational piece on defense.
Yeah, I think things are going to start to look up. It's just going to be choppy with that team chemistry for a little while again.
All they got to do is make the playoffs at this point. They're in a really good spot to do that. They won last night. Another big trade is Dalton Knecht going to Charlotte in exchange for Mark Williams. Mark Williams sucked last night against the Bucks, but recently he's been pretty good, dropping 20 and 15 a game seemingly the last 5 games. Big man that the Lakers definitely needed after giving up AD. We haven't talked about that either yet, I guess.
No, I guess we haven't. So Luka Doncic basically for AD and a couple other pieces.
The Lakers got Bronny James, a future teammate that isn't LeBron. So they got Luka.
Basically, I saw that Luka's going to lose out on 120-something million due to the trade just because he can't sign the
he can't sign the
Supermax or whatever it was.
So lost a lot of money because of that. Mark Cuban apparently didn't even know about it, so overall, if you're
It's
the
because
Mavericks,
he's minority owner now.
Yeah.
He's not full owner like he was.
if you're the Mavericks GM, what the fuck are you doing, honestly?
Well, I heard a conspiracy that it may be because they want to move. The thought was that they wanted to move originally to Vegas, and because there's money there,
Yeah.
and they're trying to bid. So there's something with them in Dallas that they're trying to get a casino built like on top of the stadium, or they're trying to get like a whole area of like hotel, casino, everything, and they have the money to do it, but Dallas keeps saying no. So I think they're pushing out.
They want their ratings to drop.
Yeah, they're trying to push out potentially, so that might have been a driving factor. I don't know. Obviously, like I said, it's a conspiracy theory, but like,
Yeah.
that could be a potential.
A big trade last night. Jimmy Butler got traded to the Warriors in exchange for
For a lot.
Wisconsin legend Brandon Podziemski, and then
Andrew Wiggins,
Kevon Looney,
and some picks.
and I think 2 first-round picks, and they got like a second and something else with Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, so kind of been a crazy couple days in the NBA. Not that
Yeah.
we're NBA fans, obviously.
Yeah.
Like big time NBA fans. We're casual.
Yeah, I watch the Bucks games pretty much like every other game.
So
But-
yeah, we kind of just watch our own team for the most
Yeah,
part.
that's-
We're not like we are with football and baseball where we care about everything. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so that's been what's kind
Some
of going
interesting
around the league.
trades. Yeah.
And then
Today we got, instead of Immaculate Grid,
since it's been not immaculate grid
since
basically
we've
every
been
time.
getting absolutely raw dogged by Immaculate Grid every time, we are going to just simply pull up Safari. Yeah, there it is. And we're going to start, we're going to do the Wordles for sports. So for football, it is Weddle. If you don't know what this is, they have a player every day.
I think for Eric Weddle.
Yeah, it's Eric Weddle for the NFL. He's like the name that they use for the website, whatever. The NBA is Jacob Weddle, and then the baseball one is just Pickle because it's easy.
Yeah.
So the Weddle, normal. We have 8 guesses.
Yeah, so you have 8 guesses to figure out what player that they are talking about. So that is kind of the situation that we're going for here. And
Who are we
so
gonna start with?
NFL, because it will give you positions if you're close,
Yeah.
height, weights, like
I don't remember if it's only current players or former players.
I think it's
current.
so.
So
The first guess in the book is AJ Brown is what it's.
it
I
might
think
be,
it's
like,
alphabetical.
Let's
So-
start off.
Do we want to go
start
offense or defense?
Let's start off with a bang. Let's do
Offense or defense?
defense.
Okay.
Let's roll Kyler Gordon.
Jalen Johnson.
Kyler Gordon.
Fine. Kyler Gordon.
Imagine everything highlights except for the name. It's Jalen Johnson.
Kyler Gordon is not on here, so
It might only be offensive players.
it's seemingly offensive players.
All right, so Tyler Scott.
Jalen Johnson is on here though,
What the fuck? All right, well,
or is that a different Jalen
that's a
Johnson?
different Jalen Johnson.
Okay, offense only. So I vote we go
Joe
Roshan
Flacco.
Johnson.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
So it is a running back.
That's a beautiful start.
Running back
and it's in the NFC.
in the NFC. So
Okay.
that is what we got for notes.
Age, it is
Age
He's older-
older
much-
than 24.
he's older than 26.
So
Height, he is probably 5'9".
not in the NFC North.
He's just in the NFC in general, though. Or the AFC North, I remember that. Short running back, older than 24, older than 26. What's the number? Higher than 23.
Numbers higher than 23. So that would lead me to think a 28 or 29 at running back, or they're in the 30s, I guess. 33.
Let's go. Let me shoot Austin Eckler here.
That's kind of the route I was thinking of. Austin Eckler. Okay.
It is
NFC East.
NFC East.
Is
running
it
back.
Ezekiel?
He's
no, he's not on
He's
Dallas anymore.
5'8", and he's probably 28.
Yeah, so 5'8", 28, NFC East.
NFC East,
Kenneth Gainwell? Is he
He's
old
not-
enough yet?
He's not 28. I don't know how old he really is.
He's a smaller running back, though. Right?
He might be. Like, no, he's not that small.
Boston Scott? Is he
No.
still on that team?
No. Devin Singletary? Wait, what's the jersey number?
Jersey number is
Lower
Probably-
than 30.
so
What number? He's
low-
26.
Yeah,
Devin Singletary. It's Devin Singletary.
that might be it. Devin Singletary.
Bang!
We got it right in 3 turns. We're much better at this than we are at
Bang!
We're much better at this than we are Immaculate Grid. So that is fun.
Hell of a job.
Then you said what was the basketball one?
Pledel. Jacob Pledel. Jakob Pledel, I think, actually.
Pedal.
Well, it's like Pledel. Poeltl.
Poeltl.
LTL.
Okay.
Sorry, Stitch. I'll give you your football back here, buddy.
So we're guessing a player.
Yes. Basketball. Let's go. Chris Middleton in honor of him
In
getting
the
dealt.
honor of the trade, Chris Middleton. He is in the Conference of the East. He is shorter than 6'7", younger than 33, and his number's higher than 22.
Holy hell, that does not help.
So that doesn't help very much.
Sure. So he's a guard probably in the East. Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown. Okay,
He's
he's in the conference,
yeah.
in the division. He's a little bit shorter than 6'6", and he's a little bit younger than 28.
Okay, who's in that division? It's Boston, Atlanta.
Position is not right either.
The Knicks. So it might be how
Trae Young.
tall? No, because that's point guard.
Yeah, but the position's not right anyway.
What's Jaylen Brown listed? He's listed as a forward. That's low key kind of criminal. I guess he is.
So it is a
Small
guard.
Okay. Guard in the East.
He's 27 years old, and he's
Who's
6'3".
Who's in that division? 6'3".
Oh, the division was wrong.
Yeah, that's the Atlantic is like the upper East Coast.
Can you at least figure out what the divisions are
I'm
about?
trying to just think off the top of my head.
Well,
It's
that's
Boston,
clearly not helping because we're not
Boston-
good at basketball.
Boston, the Knicks, Celtics division, the Wizards, Celtics division.
Trades are not updated, by the way.
Yeah, because it says Middleton's in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks. It
Kuzma? I'm shooting Kyle Kuzma.
it's
No, Kuzma's too tall.
yeah, it's Boston, the Nets, the Knicks, the Sixers, and the Raptors. Fuck.
Joel Embiid's too tall.
Grady Dick.
Is this a real person?
Yes. He's a guard. He might not. be a guard.
You're starting to get there.
Is he?
You checked all 3 boxes there.
Okay, so that's
So he's 6. Like I said, he's 6'4" or 6'5",
he's
and he's 27.
27,
The number is higher than
11 by a lot.
22 by a lot.
Okay.
So,
Guard.
a guard that's higher than number 22. That
Is 6'7", you said?
has to be 6'5", or 6'4", 6'3", or 6'4", because it's +2. So 6'4", it's got to be.
6'4" guard who's 27 in the Atlantic Conference. Brunson, I don't think is 6'4".
I definitely don't think he is.
And I don't know if he's 27.
So who's that conference again?
The Knicks, Nets, Sixers, Celtics, Wizards.
I don't know anything about basketball. I don't know why you made me do
This is low-key tough even for me. Cam Thomas, he's definitely not 27. He's taller than 6'3".
Close to Brooklyn.
What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does close to Brooklyn? Okay, so he's a Nick. Brunson, I think, is only 6'3".
I can check.
It's a-
And he's too young, I feel like. Jalen Brunson. So he is a Nick. And he's not tall enough.
I mean, he's old, apparently.
Well, he's 27.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Brunson was
whoever
old
it
as
is
shit.
is 27.
OG Anunoby? Like, oh no. Let me
Julius Randle.
Let me just make what, buddy? Let me just make sure that this guy's a guard, and I might be able to get it here. I'm not gonna look at.
Buddy's gonna look at the Knicks team and be
I'm
like,
not-
"Yep, this is his number."
I'm not looking at full player bio. Holy fuck. Okay, look up Miles McBride. And if it's not him, we're fucking cooked.
How does one spell Miles?
Like that.
Okay.
Are you shitting me right now?
He's number 2.
I didn't know what number he was.
And he's 6'1".
Okay, so he's a Nick. So their other guards on that roster were Campaign, who's a former Buck, or Michael, or whatever his name, Bridges. I like Bridges.
McCall Bridges.
Yeah, sure. That's definitely not how you spell that. Just look up Bridges, and it's not Miles. Are you shitting me? Landry Shamet? Who the hell is that?
So we're never gonna play the basketball one again.
We probably will, but
I
holy.
probably will not be a part of that.
Who the hell? Kale and well, no, just Kale. Help us out with that. Who the hell is Landry Shamet? All right, and then the last one of the day is the one that we should get relatively quick. Is the pickle, and you can do pickle unlimited. You can do pickle, just the daily one. So, yeah.
We understand the rules.
Yes.
Okay, so I say, let's go. William Contreras.
Okay. Gets catcher right away. It's an NL Central catcher. Honestly, that wouldn't even help much.
NL Central,
kidding?
right-handed batter,
Oh,
right-handed
not a-
thrower,
Not a
and
catcher.
he's either 31 or
what?
he's
29
or 29
or
or 25.
or in between that. So he's 25.
He's not on the Brewers though, so that kind of does help.
In the NL Central.
So NL Central, not on the Brewers, probably a younger player.
And he's probably born in the U.S.
Not necessarily.
Well, it's not Venezuela.
Ellie?
Ryan Reynolds?
Is Ellie old enough yet?
No, definitely not.
Brian Reynolds?
No, well, he's switch hitter. I'm stupid. Don't say
Yep.
that.
Ellie is also a switch hitter, so I don't know what I was thinking.
Brian's old
Hayes.
enough because he's an older rookie.
K.
It's like an apostrophe.
K. You born in the USA, and it's not 28.
So he's
So-
26
So
or
he's
25.
26 or 25.
Does not play third base.
Does not play third. NL Central, not on the Pirates either. So now this means he's either a
Cardinals,
Cardinal,
Red,
Cub, or
Or
Red.
Cub. Righty.
Spencer Steer, is he old enough yet or no? No.
He might be. I feel like he's an older rookie. What position is he?
He's first
technically?
base.
Spencer.
Spencer Steer,
Righty.
USA. Oh! He's putting it at
Well,
left
he's
field.
27. Why the fuck did we even put him?
I didn't know he was
It
that
is-
old.
it
I
is
thought
a-
he was younger.
It is I told you. It is a red. However,
Okay, so it's a Red, NL Central, righty, born in the U.S.
Jonathan India's not a red anymore.
No.
Fuck.
Not.
Who else?
So it could be. It's first base is still an option. Second base is still an option. Shortstop, but not for the Reds. So or it wouldn't be the shortstop for the Reds. Can't be catcher.
Center, right.
So it's probably an outfielder for the
And
Reds.
we're cooked then. Who the hell is an outfielder for the Reds?
Reese Hines, maybe.
Ooh, that's not a bad shoot. I feel like he's young. I just don't know if he's on the
Reese
Reds.
Hines, 24.
No.
Okay, older than 24 and not a right fielder. So
So he's probably, well, he's either 25 or 26. That didn't move us.
No, I thought it was. I keep forgetting to check the age.
Center
That's my bad.
field. Who's
Probably center field. It could be first, second, or short.
who's the Reds center fielder? Is Stevenson technically their first baseman now?
No, he's still the catcher.
I just don't know. Oh, like who watches Reds games enough?
Friends Dave and Alex. Shoot, Reds gotta play. Okay. I wonder if Jonathan India is still
On this? There's no H in his name. I don't think.
Jonathan.
Just look up fucking India.
No, so he's on the Royals now.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any guesses, or do we just give up?
I literally just don't know Reds players at all.
I don't either.
Oh, it could be a pitcher.
Could it? Nick Lodolo?
No, he's a fucking lefty.
Oh yeah, he is a lefty.
Hunter Green.
Hunter Green. 20.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
He's 25.
Not a
just
starting
not a
pitcher. This is impossible.
Is it Diaz's brother, or is he too old?
Diaz?
And is he no, he's definitely not born in the U.S.
Yeah,
Alexis
no,
Diaz
no,
or whatever
he's
his
not.
name is. Ugh. Damn it. Who is on their MLB The Show roster?
Dude, nobody. Like, I feel like we've named the best players.
Let me see the positions here. Catcher, third, left, right. So it's either center
You
fielder.
can shoot Stevenson. I don't know.
What position is it going to tell me he is?
Stevenson is a
He's
catcher.
28 and a catcher.
So he doesn't even fit anyway.
Yeah.
Who's a young-ish player? Joey Weimer's gone. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, no, I say we submit.
Let's at least try and narrow down a position here. That's a good strategy, I feel. So, who's the second baseman in the league?
A second baseman?
Bryce
Jose
Terang.
Altuve. Bryce Terang. Like, we are going backwards.
We are to try and get forward. It's not a second baseman. Who's the first baseman here with our second to last guess, I believe?
Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins. Okay, we have two more guesses. It's not a first baseman.
So,
Shortstop or center fielder?
Willie Adames. Just to find
Even though
out.
we really know it's not a short. It's a
Is
fucking
this a short-
shortstop.
So, Ellie
It's
De La
their-
Cruz is back up.
It's their backup to Ellie De La Cruz.
So,
I'm
Zach Koza or no? Honestly, I don't know, but we know it's Ellie De La Cruz's backup
that's
because
helpful.
Ellie was not in the league, or Ellie, yeah. So
Yeah, do we just take a
just
random guess?
take a random. Just put Ellie De La Cruz so we figure out who the
Ellie De La Cruz, yeah.
backup was. See results.
Matt
McLean.
He has a card in the show, damn it.
Yep, that was painful. Sorry about it. Till next time on the game of pickle.
Yeah.
So we're just bad at baseball.
Apparently.
Zero baseball knowledge.
Football is easy today. Devin Singletary. We started off with such a hot note there, getting Devin Singletary.
Getting running back.
And then we got fucking Landry Shamet in basketball.
Yeah, so we got cooked in baseball and basketball. That's okay. Baseball rosters are big.
Yeah.
Same with basketball.
Basketball rosters aren't really overly big, but
And
also
like
that
you
football
limit
game
it
is
to football
easier.
offense. So
Yeah.
yeah, that is kind of what happen there.
Yeah.
Do we have any viewership questions? If not,
we do. I just don't know if they're still there.
If not, we are deuces ooses.
Okay.
Speaking of deuces ooses,
We have a question from John. Will Kelsey propose at the Super Bowl? I could give a fuck less if he did.
betting
I'm
odds
gonna
say
yes.
Betting odds say yes if they win.
I'm gonna say yes. If not, we'll see a post in the off season and Taylor Swift will rack up 40 million likes. So
yeah, so that's that.
yeah, I could care less. Appreciate the question, however.
Almost yeeted the mic. Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
if anyone cares about that.
Royal Rumble was a
fun,
pretty decent free watch.
Yeah. So Cody Rhodes retained in quite a ugly match overall.
Have they
very
announced
brutal.
who Jey Uso is fighting yet, or will
No,
it be like
they talked
SmackDown or Raw or something?
They talked. They had a little promo with Gunther, the world heavyweight champion. Nothing really established yet.
You have SmackDown tomorrow.
SmackDown tomorrow. We'll find out if Cody Rhodes can even be on the show. He was said not to be on Monday Night Raw immediately. So
Kind of a different side note, not even close to wrestling here. Tom Brady apparently is getting his reserved rights, whatever, waived, so he can interview players for the Super Bowl.
I did hear
but
that
he just
already.
Can't be on the practice
The,
for
the Tom Brady rule is being lifted.
He can't
for
be
this.
on the field for the Chiefs practices, but he can be on the field for the Eagles practices because they're
not in division.
Yeah. So
All
anyway,
right,
completely
so that is that.
a stray bullet there, completely away from what we were saying.
I kind of think that's kind of it, though.
We got a clip out on social media for last week's pod.
Appreciate you all liking it.
Got it out yesterday, so
yeah.
This week we're gonna try and get it uploaded sooner. We've still been having some issues.
It's been taking really long to upload these videos, so
yeah, it's definitely.
I'm hoping that it will be better today, but honestly, no promises. This might come out the day of the Super Bowl, maybe
we
even.
usually record on Wednesday.
It's kind of been a crapshoot week, so.
But this week we're recording on Thursday, so if it's out, like you said, by Sunday, then we'll probably
goal is Sunday at least.
We'll be.
Buddy, you are killing Stitch over here.
My bad. We'll be happy if it's out on Sunday. Might start up a TikTok here eventually if I remember to get around to it.
I think that's our new goal.
Yeah.
New goal of the week is the TikTok.
We have everything covered for socials otherwise, so that's good. If you're on Spotify, leave us a review, please. It helps spread the word, spread the news. And if you're on YouTube, like it up, subscribe.
I've noticed I can put polls on Spotify, so I'm going to post a poll who we think's going to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And
I will put out sports betting picks as well for the Super Bowl on our Instagram story for sure.
All right. I think that's all we got.
Appreciate you guys for watching / listening on a week-to-week basis.
For sure.
Today's episode a little shorter than the past ones, and
it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll try and figure out some more shit to talk about next week.
Deuces.
Didn't need the football. See you later.